So here are my measurements.
You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Imogen if you are new here. I'm a personal trainer from Manchester, or if you already know my channel, welcome back. This marks the start of the 60-day Mind and Body Challenge videos alongside the Fit in 60 challenge, because I'm going to be completing both of them myself with all of the other girls. It's going to be super exciting, but I thought I'd kind of delve into my own intentions with the challenge and also show you my kind of before shots, as I really feel like it helps with accountability for both me, and I feel like it helps you guys as well stick with the challenge if you can see me as your coach doing it alongside you. And we're gonna go take it into the gym and see what I'm working with. Let's go. Okay, now we're in the gym. I'm just gonna kind of go through, let me just turn the dehumidifier off because it might be distraction. Distracting. I can't speak today. I'm gonna show you my starting point. Firstly, I just wanna say, I am also a human being and I also have body image struggles. So in my head, when I took these before images, I had such a negative view on what I was going to look like. Even though I kind of preach all this positivity, I do struggle sometimes. And I think that's totally natural for everybody to go through phases of struggling. And once you get into like a vicious cycle of the negative self-talk, it's really hard to drag yourself back out of that hole. So one thing to take away from this video is definitely implement positive self-talk, because negative self-talk is not even real. It's not your reality. It's literally your thoughts in your head. And your thoughts in your head are not facts. They're not real, they're just thoughts. And that's one thing that I've learned from my therapist, which has really helped me, but I still struggle. So that's like the first kind of, I just want to just say that before. I've also mentioned in quite a few videos now that I've really struggled since having COVID. I feel like I'm only just starting to feel like my actual self. And I had COVID at the end of May. So what's that, like June, July, August, September, October? 5 months. That is insane. Like I literally, from like June onwards, I just was not working out because I was still recovering. I put on so much weight because during COVID I lost loads of weight. I think I lost like 9 pounds within a week or something like that, something crazy, because lost our appetite, wasn't eating. So we dropped weight drastically. And another thing that I've found, especially with my clients who've also struggled with having COVID, you kind of almost feel bad for them putting the weight back on. But I just want to stress, if you do get ill, if you do get COVID, you do end up losing weight, that is not the time to be focusing on weight loss. You need to get your body back to the optimal state pre-COVID, if that is possible, and not worry about weight loss. I really struggled. I did have a little bit of a battle in my head because I kind of needed, in my head, I needed to lose a few pounds just to help my fitness levels. And I had to tell myself, Imogen, this is not the time you need to be concentrating on weight loss. This is, you're surviving COVID right now, and that's a blessing. You should be grateful for that. Not think about the fact that you've lost 8 or 9 pounds. Like that is not what we need to be doing here. So I just want to also talk about that as well, because that is something I think a lot of people probably do struggle with. They think, oh great, I kind of needed to lose those 3 pounds anyway. I have during an illness. But it's a really dangerous mindset to get into. Talking about my last 4 or 5 months since COVID, I put on quite a lot of weight because I wasn't working out. I really slowly, gradually increased my workouts after I recovered. It's taken me a long time to feel normal. I still get quite bad fatigue, but I also think that's a combination of endometriosis as well. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about that, because when I took the before pictures today, I had a completely different image of what my body was going to look like. I was like, oh my God, this is like, I'm back to square one, when I did the challenge like last year, and I was almost feeling a bit like embarrassed because I am a coach myself, and I've let myself get to almost like an unhealthy version for me. Now, I also want to stress that your before might be someone's after, and that also might be the case for me. My before shot might be your after. So it's really important to not be hateful towards yourself at any part of your journey with fitness. Not just for your sake, but for other people's sake as well. That's the kind of point I was trying to make, but I didn't really get my words out properly. So when you are kind of talking about your own body, it does also impact other people, especially if you're doing it publicly online. Why would you want to help yourself when you've got such a negative mindset towards your own body? Why would you want to improve your fitness level? Why would you want to improve your cardio health, your heart health, if you are so hateful towards your body and you're doing it out of a hateful place? That is always going to be very unsustainable. So I also want to make that point as well, that you need to just be very mindful with how you're talking to yourself, and how you're starting this challenge, because this challenge is all about positivity, and it also includes positive self-talk. So with that being said, I'm going to show you my before pictures. I just want to say, I don't think that my body is bad at all. So if you're looking at these pictures thinking, God, that I would like to be that shape. I would like to lose some weight to look like that. This is how I'm feeling in myself. This is how I'm feeling in my clothes. My clothes have been feeling tight since I got COVID. Like the last 4 or 5 months, I've had to buy bigger clothes and stuff like that. My existing clothes are feeling tight. So this is not just about physically what I look like. This is about how I'm feeling totally. And I know that I could be feeling a lot better and my fitness level could be a lot better. So my intention with this challenge is to increase my fitness level, to maybe look a bit leaner, so I fit in my clothes better. My clothes feel a little bit snug, which is kind of the route that I'm going down. I do think it would be nice to, see some muscles popping and that kind of thing. That would be amazing. But right now, because I'm going to be in a calorie deficit, I'm not really going to grow my muscles that much. It's not going to be very optimal for me to focus on muscle growth when I'm in a calorie deficit. So here are my measurements. I'll pop them on the screen here. Ideally, I want to lose a couple of centimetres on my thighs and my tummy area, because that is where the clothes are feeling snug. You know what I mean? And I don't want to buy any more clothes. Like, it's just not very good for the environment, for one, and two, not very good for your pocket. So that's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on getting stronger, getting my fitness back to pre-COVID. And I feel like these two challenges, the 60-day mind and body challenge, running alongside the Fit and 60 challenge, is going to be ideal, because it's not just focusing on aesthetic goals, losing weight, that kind of thing. It's also focusing on a mindset shift, which is really important in feeling grateful, feeling positive, which are proven things to make you feel better. So if you feel like you're in a slump or you're feeling a bit depressed at the moment and you just need some structure in your life, this could be the challenge for you, starting on Monday. I can't wait to do the positive affirmation. I think that's going to be one of the best ones out of the challenge, apart from the self-care step as well, because especially like mums out there who may have a couple of kids and they don't tend to look after themselves, they don't tend to even just put 10 minutes aside for themselves just to have a bath, or just to read a book for 10 minutes, or to listen to some music in a room on their own. Mums especially tend to put a lot of other people before themselves, and if you're running on low battery, then how are you supposed to manage other people and keep other people alive as well? I hope you're getting involved if you want to get involved. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see the transformations. I'm going to try and do a weekly check-in every week on YouTube to see how I'm getting on, to see how I've been managing my steps, how I've been managing my affirmations, that kind of thing. I just really want to document the whole process this time on my YouTube, what goes into completing these challenges. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully you girls who are in the Facebook group will enjoy coming along and seeing my progress, and hopefully it inspires and motivates you to keep going with the challenge as well. And just a reminder, make sure you take your before pictures, because you need the comparisons. My main thing that I get as a response from my clients is, oh my God, I did not think I looked like that, because I send them a side by side, what they took on day 1 compared to like week 3, 4, 5, and they look at them and they think, next to each other, I can see the physical differences, and that motivates you to keep going. It almost reinforces it that all this hard work you're putting in is worth it. And not only that, it's not just what you look like, it's how you feel inside. It's how clear your mind is as well. It's how your brain is running. It's how your energy levels are increasing. It's a whole package that makes you feel alive and feel good. That's what's important. Let's go get it, baby. Let's go get it. If you enjoyed seeing my own starting point with the challenge, if you are taking part in this challenge, either the 60-day minor body challenge or Fit in 60 or both, then please remember to take your before photos, because when it gets to week 3, 4, 5 and you're kind of going through a bit of a slog, not wanting to do anything, losing the motivation because you've had shiny object syndrome in the first couple of weeks of the challenge and it's been fresh and exciting, and then kind of towards the middle, so for some people it drags and you kind of get a little bit bored and you start lacking motivation. The before pictures really, really help you, gives you a drive and a push, especially if you've got aesthetic goals, because you can see kind of by week 3, 4, 5, you can see small changes within your body if you do side-by-side shots of your before and during the challenge. So make sure you take your before shots. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in my next one. Bye!